Hi, I'm Rudy Crew, and I'm the Chief Education Officer for Oregon. People are asking young people to grow up very quickly, to be on their own very quickly, to be out of that period of time where they are, if you will, dependent, either financially or other ways. And so there's this sort of subliminal notion of, hurry up and grow up. And oh, by the way, get it right. In some ways, the obstacles that young people are up against today are just an exaggerated form of what they've always been up against, right? That this is a society that, for the most part, has less an appreciation for relationships as a means of developing humanity. The achievement gap is, in many cases, a function of young people who, at least at some level, have a minimal number of relationships with whom they actually can exchange their fear, their worries, their loves, their likes, their apprehensions. They just don't have any place to go invest that. So they try to figure it out on their own, and they end up making really bad decisions about that. I think this achievement gap is really a relationship gap. I think it's a way of being able to understand that when I don't know how to get through algebra, or even if I'm eligible to take algebra, or even if I'm smart enough to go to school and finish it, and I doubt that, and I'm worried about it, and I have no evidence to prove it, that what a relationship means is that you get to travel with that person by faith, even when you don't have faith in it yourself. I don't think I would be here if it were not for, the relationship that I had with my father. Matter of fact, I know I wouldn't be if he had not guided me into playing ball, or if it hadn't been that, you stayed into things that I wanted to quit. You're not allowed to quit. You keep going. You stay to the end. You're part of a team. You're all of these things, and you try as best as you can to figure out life. But when you're 12 or 9 or 7 or 13 or whatever, you don't always know the answers. You don't know the right pathway. Now, when you look at that and you think about big brothers and big sisters, what that is it's a relationship. It's a way of being able to have a concrete, in the flesh, day-to-day, ongoing connection with another human being who knows my story, who isn't judging me for my story, who's willing to participate in this story with me. And I had that in the form of my father. There are lots of children who need it in the form of big brothers and big sisters. And there are even more who, if they don't have it, will find themselves down a path of, some really turbulent pieces of sad and turbulent pieces of their life. In my mind, big brothers and big sisters is such an incredibly, you couldn't find, in my mind, a better structure that's emblematic of this issue of building relationships and thus building character.